What if I told you that some of Hollywood's most masculine icons, the action heroes who made your heart race, the romantic leads who defined what it meant to be the perfect man, were living completely different lives behind closed doors? For decades, these stars had to choose between their authentic selves and their careers, living in constant fear that one slip could destroy everything they'd worked for. Tonight, we're uncovering the secrets of 10 actors who had to hide their truth from the world. From contract marriages to mysterious deaths, from hidden love affairs to courageous coming-out stories that changed Hollywood forever. You'll be shocked to learn which of your favorite stars were forced to live double lives just to survive in an industry that demanded perfection but couldn't accept authenticity. Before we dive into these jaw-dropping revelations, hit subscribe and the notification bell, because what you're about to discover will change how you see Hollywood forever. Wentworth Miller, The Prison Break, Hero's Painful Liberation. Wentworth Miller became a global sensation as Michael Scofield in Prison Break, captivating millions with his sharp gaze, muscular physique, and brilliant escape plans. He embodied the perfect masculine hero, but behind the scenes, Miller was trapped in a prison of his own making, forced to deny his true self to maintain his career. For years, Miller skillfully dodged questions about his personal life, living in constant fear of industry judgment. The pressure to maintain his straight image was overwhelming, forcing him to live a lie not out of weakness, but out of survival instinct in an unforgiving industry. The turning point came in 2013 when he was invited to a Russian film festival. Instead of simply declining, Miller wrote a powerful open letter declaring his homosexuality and refusing to visit a country where people like him were attacked and killed. His courage sparked global conversation about LGBTQ+ rights and Hollywood's hypocrisy, inspiring millions worldwide. Luke Evans, the Welsh warrior's silent strength. Luke Evans built his Hollywood career on masculine roles, from Dracula to Gaston in Beauty and the Beast to the action heroes in Fast and Furious. His powerful voice, regal presence, and classic good looks made him the ideal masculine icon that audiences assumed was heterosexual. But Luke's story is different from most. He never actually hid his sexuality. He simply chose not to broadcast it. During his London theater days, he lived openly and comfortably. But when Hollywood came calling, the warnings began. Stay quiet, don't come out, it could destroy your career. Luke chose a middle path. He remained silent not out of fear, but for protection. He never lied, never fabricated fake romances, and refused to trade truth for fame. His silence became a form of dignity, proving that an actor's sexuality doesn't need to define their entire identity or overshadow their professional accomplishments. Jonathan Bailey, Bridgerton's revolutionary romance. Jonathan Bailey represents a new generation of actors who refuse to hide their truth. As Anthony Bridgerton in Netflix's hit series Bridgerton, he portrayed the perfect Regency gentleman, capturing millions of hearts with passionate romantic scenes that redefined modern masculinity and allure. Unlike previous generations of stars, Jonathan didn't hide his homosexuality, but his journey wasn't easy. Early in his career, agents and producers advised silence, claiming audiences wouldn't believe heterosexual romance played by a gay actor, a long-standing Hollywood bias that cost many careers. But Jonathan refused to back down. He chose authenticity over artifice, living openly despite industry pressure. When Bridgerton aired, he was already out publicly, and instead of rejection, he received overwhelming acceptance. His success represents not just personal victory, but hope for millions yearning to live authentically without sacrificing their dreams. Elliot Page, the transformation that changed everything. Elliot Page challenged Hollywood with a truth that couldn't be hidden. With recognized talent in Juno, Inception, and X-Men: Days of Future Past, he captivated audiences while grappling with the conflict between public identity and authentic self. In 2014, while still presenting as Ellen, Page came out as gay in a moving human rights campaign speech, one of the decade's most heart-touching moments. But that wasn't the complete story. In December 2020, he shocked the world by coming out as a transgender man, reshaping Hollywood's understanding of transgender artists. Despite initial industry uncertainty, Elliot's courage paid off. He shared the pressure of playing female roles, the anxiety of living in a body that didn't represent his true self. After transitioning, he not only maintained his career but grew stronger, landing roles that reflected his authentic identity and inspiring countless others. Ricky Martin, the Latin explosion's hidden truth. Ricky Martin lit up global stages with explosive energy and irresistible charisma, becoming not just a music legend but a global pop culture symbol, with hits like Livin' La Vida Loca, She Bangs, and La Copa de la Vida. He took the world by storm in the late 90s and early 2000s. But behind the glamour lay crushing silence. Ricky became trapped in the industry's creation, the seductive Latin man, the sex symbol who drove the world wild. Any sexuality rumors were quickly shut down by his management team. In interviews, he skillfully dodged questions while silently struggling with his inner truth. The turning point came in 2010 when Ricky shocked the world with an open letter posted on his website, courageously declaring his homosexuality. The statement was direct, honest, and liberating, a moment that redefined not just his image, but ignited hope for millions living in silence across Latin America and beyond. Jim Parsons, The Big Bang Theory's quiet revolution. Jim Parsons became a global phenomenon as Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory, earning 4 Emmy Awards, a Golden Globe, and becoming one of TV's highest-paid actors. The quirky physicist captivated audiences with unique charm, but behind the laughter was a man living cautiously yet authentically. Throughout most of the series, Jim chose to live openly but quietly. He didn't hide his truth, but didn't flaunt it either. That quiet confidence made him more admired than ever, proving you could reach the top without sacrificing your authentic self. For Jim, coming out wasn't about seeking attention, but about living genuinely, a noble choice in a pressure-filled industry where authenticity often feels like luxury. His role in The Normal Heart, about the AIDS epidemic, showcased his dramatic range while reflecting his values, proving that talent and authenticity are complementary strengths. Neil Patrick Harris, How I Met My Authentic Self. Neil Patrick Harris is a multi-talented artist famous for acting, comedy, and hosting, from Doogie Howser, MD, to Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother. What truly sets Neil apart is how he faced industry prejudice while playing a character completely opposite to his true self. For years, Neil neither confirmed nor denied his sexuality. Everything changed in 2006 when he openly declared his homosexuality at his career's height. He shared his happiness living and loving authentically, revealing his long-lasting relationship with chef David Bertka and their children. His career never suffered after coming out. It flourished. Neil proved that gay actors could play heterosexual roles exceptionally well, surpassing expectations and inspiring others. He redefined what it means to be a true performer, showing that authenticity enhances rather than limits artistic ability and audience connection. Sir Ian McKellen, the wizard who cast real magic. Sir Ian McKellen is not only a British theater icon, but a pioneering LGBTQ+ rights warrior. With foundations in Shakespearean plays, he reached global heights as Magneto in X-Men and Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings, but for decades had to keep his sexuality secret as a survival strategy. In 1988, When the UK government prepared to pass Section 28 banning homosexuality promotion in education, McKellen could no longer stay silent. On a radio broadcast, he boldly declared his homosexuality without hesitation or fear, becoming an instant beacon of hope. From that moment, he became an LGBTQ+ pioneer. Ian founded charitable organizations, confronted politicians, and visited schools fighting prejudice while continuing his illustrious artistic career. He proved that talent and authenticity aren't conflicting, but complementary aspects of the same glory, showing future generations that truth and success can coexist beautifully. Matt Bomer, the perfect man's perfect timing. With flawless looks and refined demeanor, Matt Bomer embodies the modern man, charming, intelligent, and incredibly captivating. He gained fame as Neil Caffrey in White Collar and shined in Magic Mike, The Normal Heart, and The Sinner. For years, he kept his private life away from the spotlight, not from shame, but because the industry remained cautious about casting gay actors in romantic roles. Those within the industry knew he had a happy family with PR expert Simon Halls and their 3 children. In 2012, when receiving an award for HIV/AIDS contributions, Matt publicly thanked Simon and their children. No grand declarations, no fanfare, just simple gratitude filled with immense strength. Miraculously, instead of stepping back, his career became stronger. His role in The Normal Heart earned him a Golden Globe and solidified his position as a symbol of sincerity. Wilson Cruz, the television revolutionary. Wilson Cruz is not only a talented actor, but a symbol in LGBTQ+ television history. Born in New York to a Puerto Rican immigrant family, Wilson faced dual challenges as both a gay man and Latino in a prejudiced society that often marginalized both identities. From a young age, he realized his very existence was defiant. With remarkable courage, Wilson became the first openly gay actor to play a gay character during primetime American TV, breathing life into Ricky Vasquez in My So-Called Life in 1994. Having a young gay character experiencing racism and real-life conflicts portrayed so authentically was unprecedented. Wilson didn't just act, he lived fully with his role, deeply impacting millions of viewers and paving the way for LGBTQ+ stories on screen. However, this exposure came with painful consequences. He was kicked out of his home and faced financial struggles, but never gave up fighting for inclusion and equality. These 10 remarkable stories reveal the complex relationship between authenticity and success in Hollywood. From Wilson Cruz's groundbreaking television representation to Sir Ian McKellen's pioneering activism, each journey represents courage in the face of an industry that once demanded silence. What's truly inspiring is how these actors transformed their personal struggles into powerful advocacy. They didn't just entertain us, they paved the way for future generations to live and work authentically. Their courage in choosing truth over convenience has created a more inclusive Hollywood, where talent matters more than who you love. Their stories remind us that behind every performance is a real person with real struggles and real courage. The next time you watch these actors on screen, remember the price they paid to be themselves and celebrate how their bravery made it easier for others to follow their authentic path. What surprised you most about these revelations? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories.